I wasn't going to do one of these, but for a really stupid reason, here I am. I didn't like the thumbnail on the most recent one. I tried to fix it. You know, there was alternate thumbnail, but like I usually look to see if there's other frames that happen to look less weird. Sometimes they're good. I don't know. A lot of times they're, yeah. But the one thing I did notice about the most recent one that I'm trying to shuffle further down by making more is you can see my teeth and I'm smiling. It's like, what the heck is that about? I usually try to talk with my mouth a little bit closed. Since, I've smoked for long enough, and then also with coffee drinking, it's like I don't have the whitest of teeth. And even before then, I had braces when I was a kid, twice. They took them off, and then they realized, he still needs those. So after like, I don't know if it was on purpose or not. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But I had like a year off braces, and then they discovered, oh, let's put them back on. So they put on my braces again. And but I only ever had braces on the top. For whatever reason, my bottom teeth were okay enough. Never had braces on the bottom, but twice on the top. It's crazy. So anyway, my teeth were showing, and it's a really creepy smile. Well, it's creepy to me because, I'm not used to seeing myself smile, especially with teeth showing. So anyway, so I'm going to make a video and be incentivized to make a couple more to push that one further down. And I would have swapped out the thumbnail, but the other ones that I could choose from, they were just, they weren't any better. So anyway, this is the material I have to work with. I'm doing the best I can. I'm sorry. Not that anybody ever, so this is just for me. So, the original idea behind this project, it went away, it's just done, yeah. It was a really nice thought, and at the time, and it seems like this is the sort of thing that people do, like that was the thought, it's like, this seems like a really cool thing that it sounds like something that people would do in a story, and you know it is what people do in a story. This is my story, but I just don't know, the original idea has changed. It's so now it's just you and me, guy, and we're just doing this. So just keep doing it. It doesn't have to make sense, and don't have to explain it to anybody. So people are going to come and go. That's just how it is. People are going to die too, and don't have any control over that. Just like the people that have died before. They go back out, or bad things happen. And I'm going to die too, one day. Nothing big, and it's happened before. So, the last time was just a visit. So, next time. So at least I have a choice in the matter these days. I have a little bit more fine tuning on my expiration date. So, I'm not in any particular hurry nowadays. So I try to take care of myself better. Still doesn't mean I eat right, but, I did quit smoking. And that came with a warning. My brother put it, really well. And he's the only one that can talk to me like how he knows how to talk to me and be okay, because he has permission. He told me, well, because he said it in such a way. It was like, with the quitting drinking, and now with the quitting smoking, you're going to live longer. Are you sure you're okay with that? And I had to think about it. It's like, yeah, I guess so. Kind of reluctant, you know. It's like, I might as well. I guess I'll live. I mean, I'll have the rest of eternity to be dead, right? I spent billions of years not existing before I existed. It's just going to be, the rest of it after that. I mean, this is just nothing. So, might as well live this nothing to the best of my ability. So, I know it's not very, this isn't supposed to be motivational, but these are my thoughts. So these are the thoughts that I'm going to be thinking, whether I say them aloud or not. So, for whatever it's worth. This is why I don't talk to people so much about my thoughts, because I have an effect, and people they don't like to hear my reality about the way I see things, because I don't really have a happy, cheery, rainbow unicorn reality. So I have the cold abyss of the expanse of time relative to human lifespan is inconsequential and irrelevant, and life serves its own selfish desires, and me being here is just a consequence of chemistry and physics, biology. So find the meaning and purpose in that. People have been trying, and they haven't been succeeding. We've been grasping at straws. People find an answer that they like well enough, and it's like, don't disturb. We've got this little umbrella to save us from, we believe in this little umbrella. It makes sense. It makes us feel safe. It makes us feel like we know what we're doing. It makes us feel like we're important. It makes us feel like we matter in the grand scheme of things. The things that we tell ourselves to make us feel better. I have to do it too. The lies that I have to tell myself to keep me going. And it's like, why? Seems pretty futile. It all ends the same way eventually anyway. And again, it's like, how long does this species plan on going? 100 years? 1,000? 10,000? What's the game plan? What are we doing? And it's not for me to know. But definitely, as far as this planet is concerned, we are unsustainable. I was thinking about it today, about how we want our cake and eat it too, or have our cake and eat it too. It's like the cold reality, as far as I'm considered, I think about it, is we just need less people. We have far too many people, and teaching people to be conscious of their environment and to take better care of it, it's not going to help as we keep having more people. So it's like 8 billion people monitoring and being considerate of the environment, and in 50 years it'll be 10.5 billion, and 80 years it'll be maybe closer to 15 or 16 billion people. It's like, there's just not enough resources to go around, no matter how efficient. At least, I don't know, maybe technologically we can get more efficient, but we just doesn't seem. The simpler solution is to have less people. Population control. Responsibly. Please people responsibly. Stop making so many people. The environment would recover so much better if we just had less people, you know, abusing it, And it's like this whole pandemic just showed that, it's like, oh my gosh, the pollution levels went down, this went down, this started to recover, that started to recover because people were traveling less, or having less of an impact. So, you know, it's just the simplest solution for everything is to have less people. But people don't like that answer. They want to be able to have as many children as possible, as many as they feel like they want to have, because it's their job or their right or their privilege to have as many children as they want, and have devastating effects on the future of the planet. Because each one of those children also wants to have as many children as they want to have, and it's unsustainable population, and it's an uncomfortable truth, but reckless population expansion is the heart of the problem. There's just too many people. But people want their right to have as many children as they want, because it's their, they feel it's their right, because everybody else had that right before them, so why don't they? No one wants to do that. No one wants to, some countries have done it, but, and they're considered oppressed, or dictatorships, or, communist, or whatever, in a democracy. These are going to be tough questions, but they will be faced eventually. But by then, it'll probably be too late. It's actually already too late, technically. Uncomfortable. But the time to have made these decisions, to recognize the problems in advance, that time is past. In my estimation, based on no actual fact or testing. But the pendulum has swung. The pendulum has swung. And the momentum has shifted, and everything's just falling apart. We just don't know it yet. We haven't even begun to see the effects. It'll take a couple hundred years. It'll just, it's gradual. We won't see it. We won't even notice. We don't have the precedent to be able to even track it, but it's in motion. And this is not like a doomsaying thing. It's just science. It's happened before. If we look at the ecological record in the ice caps, this has happened before. It's just we've accelerated the process, unwittingly. And there are people, other people know it too. It's just, it doesn't get as much press because it's not happy, And the human race, if it wants to, will survive. Just not all of us, obviously. We cannot, the ones of us that are here will, live out the rest of our lives naturally. But at some point, it's just the population will just have to dwindle. There won't be enough resources to go around as populations are forced towards the equator, the habitable zone, because as the glaciation begins, I'm talking over a couple thousand years here. So, the population will just have less room, and there'll be less resources, and and so many species will just be wiped out. Biodiversity, and man, who knows what'll the climate. Yeah, it's going to be a rough road. So, but I won't be around for it, and that doesn't mean that it's a defeatist or something that we shouldn't be working towards anything today. No, there's work to be done, but getting that across to an audience that doesn't want to listen, it's a tough sell. It's a really tough sell, because you can't. because people don't want, they don't want to hear the facts. And if they don't want to hear the facts, they'll ignore the facts or just, you know, be dismissive of the facts because they aren't nice. So, I don't know. I could rant a long time about it, but, you know, it doesn't do any good. So, I already know my thoughts. So it's like, why am I telling myself? I already know my position on it, and it's not very happy. And it is difficult for me to keep going, knowing what I know, or knowing what I think, and how I feel about how I think. It's very depressing. And knowing about how everybody else doesn't know or doesn't agree with me. And it's like, I feel like, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm the only one who seems to appreciate, you know, it feels like like I'm one of the only ones that appreciates the gravity, the direness of the, you know, of this plight that we are in, as far as like overpopulation and how many people there are on this planet, and there is no stopping us. You know, it's going to be really bad. But wow. So maybe this is a little bit of a doomsaying thing. I don't know, but there's always hope. You know. So I don't know. No, I'm sorry. I just really wanted that thumbnail of me smiling. I wanted to just get that further down the list. So it'll still be there. But I don't know. This. I'm glad I'm getting to come to terms with just going back to just me. You know, even before this, you know, it was just me. And, you know, it was a nice idea. It was a really nice idea. I really did. I believed for a little while. I really thought that there was something there. And it was a really nice thought. It had something to believe in outside of me, besides what I normally believe. Thought maybe, just maybe. And I was really working towards it too. I still am, kind of. But it just seems like, you know, a very far off thing, and it's like not wanted as far as I can tell. So it's like, yeah, I can't really do it by myself. So it's like, I don't think there's any sort of, and whatever connection was there is gone. Whatever communication, that's just gone. There is no conversation, there is no communication, there is no dialogue, there is no connection, there is no understanding. So, and there's nothing. So, what is there even to let go? I didn't lose anything if I never had anything. I mean, I might have had something, but I'm guessing that, you know, I got too close, or I got to know them too well, or they saw too much of me in them, and I remind them of themselves, and that's painful. So, because in dealing with me, they have to deal with themselves, and they don't want to deal with themselves. So, I don't know. I mean, I just have to guess. I make a lot of assumptions, and I don't think I'm right. I know I'm not right, but lacking any sort of ability to talk, this is what I'm left with. So, I have better conversations with myself than I do with a lot of other people. It's just sad. You know, but I guess you could argue that I just need to meet more people. But when I meet people, they like me. And then they tend to like me better than I like them. And they get attached, and then I want to go away. and then I'm the bad guy when I go away because they feel things for me that I don't feel for them, and that whole thing. So that's exactly what's happened here. Is that except I'm in the reverse role, where I like them better than they like me, and I've gotten attached, and they don't want me to be attached, so that they go away, and yeah, it hurts. But how many times have I done that to other people? I don't like it, but I get the sense that, oh, shoot, this person likes me. Dang it. Well, I'll just start ignoring them. Give them less to like. So, it's a tactic. I don't like it, I guess, when it's being used on me. But I've used it on other people, I guess. I'm just trying to make myself feel better. I don't know how much I actually do this to other people, or how many people have actually liked me that, I don't know, I'm imagining. I'm just imagining. But there have been a couple, I think, that things have happened. So things usually work themselves out, and I don't have to do anything. I try to do things, but it doesn't. It's like the more I try to do things, it's like the less things happen. I don't know. It's confusing, and then things work out the way they were going to have worked out anyway, had I not, or had I done anything in the first place. Because I'm usually just missing information, missing a lot of information, context, and working with very poor intelligence. And it's no one's fault. And it's just, yeah. And it's just me by my lonesome. So I don't run any of this by anybody else. I don't talk to anybody else about it. This is just me working on stuff all on my own, and no one knows anything about it. So it's like, so it's like if anything happens to me, all memory is gone, just gone. And like this, no one knows what I'm talking about, so it's okay. Completely anonymous. At least I think so. Pretty sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, anyway. One more for the list. And hopefully it has a better thumbnail. Because that was the only intention behind this video, is to have a thumbnail. And I ended up talking for over 23 minutes now about nothing. And I feel okay about it. And now's the point probably where I just, stare at the screen for a little while and hope it makes a better thumbnail. I don't know how it chooses thumbnails either. It seems like it chooses distinct little things that differ from the rest of things. So it's like, I wonder if I could try little experiments, like change the lighting drastically to see if it picks up on that and like throws a frame of that out there. Or if I, throw out if it'll pick up on that or something. I don't know how it works. So, hmm. Hmm. No, I don't know. I'm reminded of when I first got this light and I did that. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, I'm done. I don't have anything left even remotely worth saying. So